All right. So we're going to take a look at the Mary Agent Lou scam, and as you can see, she kind of gives herself away, saying she works for Brian P. Kemp out of Georgia. And so I know that the individuals that are probably part of this scam are probably known to me. And as you can see, I ask which government she works for. She says she works for Brian P. Kemp. Brian Porter Kemp is the governor of Georgia, out of all places. Brian P. Kemp is not a government agency. So this is part of the conversation. I already have up the full conversation. And again, we have 3 different Lyndon Anders. And as you can see, this guy insists it's not a scam. He's definitely cloning someone, saying he got his money. I'm going to go up here, and the reason why he did this is because this person obviously has some information about him. Notice he gives out the account number right there. And this woman is, or this site is claiming to be, whatever. Okay, so when we go back up here, he claims Department of Health and Human Services has a grant program. So this is a fake grant program, probably, and they're scamming people out of money, disabled veterans, or using disabled veteran names to do that. So this is also impersonation. By the way, Lyndon Andrews is a BAE employee who I used to work with. And I also know that Lyndon Andrews, as far as I understand, I know that this is a fake account because I know that Lyndon Andrews is pretty much an atheist the last time I knew. He's not a Christian. So I know that he's faking. And it's a fake account. Of course, that could have changed by now, but as far as I know, he is agnostic atheist. That is his belief system. And all right. So that's it. And Okay. All right. So I know some things about this person. This is very different. And I know that this is one of his accounts. So anyway, I know that not only did he drive Kemp, um, but he worked for BAE on jets. And these aren't just jets, but the best jets ever. Um, he's an electronic assembly with BAE and a very good one. He worked on F-35 jets, okay, the Lockheed Martins. These orbit Earth, they're like NASA level, you know what I'm saying? So this guy's probably nearly classified to get that position. So this is important. These are the kind of people that they're harassing. If you notice now, this is the fake account. Again, right after that, then we get a post from my daughter, or a girl claiming to be my daughter, but she's only friends with Sabrina the Valkyrie. So this there is, of all places, and if you see here, the website happens to be in Georgia. So we know that the people that are known to me, and here, as you can see, it's part of his picture. It's not the same guy. He also never lived in Rome, Georgia. He does have a brother named Paul Edward Clark that lived in Norcross, Georgia. But he is not necessarily the same guy. There's probably millions of people named Thomas Clark in the country. There's probably more than one Thomas Aaron Clark in the country, too. So that's not definitive proof, but yes, she can't post his not his birth certificate, but his death certificate. So here you go. And then when we go here, there's nothing. This is probably a fake obituary. But the fact that the person contacted me after that and they happen to be connected to Georgia, when also this agent claims to work for Brian P. Kemp, and it's obviously a fake scam, you can tell that it's probably the same individuals involved. So you look at a profile here. She claims to be Addie McMahon. She only has one friend, that's Sabina DePal Corey, and of course she's linked with Allenstown. But has no one else. So this is probably her fake account. Why this woman would dare? It does look like she could be my daughter. So, it's a possibility. She's from Suncook, where the Bearbrook murders took place. And she went to Pembroke Academy in class of 2001. So she's friends with people out of this town where the murder of women and children occurred. And they sent him after me to murder me, so I will be probably pressing charges on her over this and suing her. Of course, I had nothing to do with the murders. This is supposedly her brother. Fraser, Thurian, Ashley Franklin Corey, and of course the little boys who went to Pembroke Academy. And Bernie Lavoie used to harass me with his gang all the time. Again, I never heard of any Bearbrook murders until it came out in the news. So either they stay, and there we go, Vanessa Radio. So we all know that they're hiding the murders. If they are real, the town itself did the murders. So there you go, right there, and we can prove that the website scam is coming from them, likely. Again, I've never heard of Brian B. Kemp out of Georgia. I don't know anyone in Georgia other than Paul Edward Clark. We're not on friendly terms, and so I can conclude that they're the ones likely running a grant scam, and it may come from that town. So we'll put it there.